Do you want an easy way to create your own return address labels? Word provides the tool as a feature of the program. A common type of label that people create is a return address label. You can use Word to quickly print return address labels. These go on an envelope in the upper left-hand corner to show who the letter is from. The first step in setting up a return address label has nothing to do with actually printing, though. Instead, you need to make sure that your return address is correctly set up in Word. You can check this by displaying the Word Options dialog box. Within the dialog box, we're going to check Advanced at the left-hand side here, and then we're going to scroll down to the section that says General. Now you got to be a little bit careful here. Notice that we have a General section right here. It's called General, but also at the left side there's a General section up at the top. You don't want to confuse those two. You want Advanced and then scroll down to General. And here there's a section that says Mailing Address. You can type in your mailing address in here, and it's the address that will be automatically used in those return address labels. Once the address is correct, all you have to do is click on OK, and Word automatically saves that information within the program. Now I can get on with my label printing. I'm going to click on the Mailings tab of the ribbon right up here, and then I'm going to choose Labels at the left-hand side. That displays the Envelopes and Labels dialog box, but notice that the Labels tab is automatically selected. Next, you need to specify the type of labels on which you're going to be printing. This is normally specified using what is called an Avery number. It used to be that Avery was the only company that created labels for computer printers. These days, you could be using labels from a dozen or more different sources, but there's a good chance that most of them will have what's called an Avery number that they use for their labels. All you have to do is click on Options right here, and notice that you can have the label vendors. Microsoft is the default. That makes sense because this is a Microsoft program. But I'm going to choose Avery. I'm going to scroll down until I get to Avery US Letter. You can pick whichever one that you want. But notice that there's a number for each of these labels, a product number. The label that I want starts with the number 1, so it's going to be up here. It's label number 18294. Right here, return address labels. Now that Avery number was on the outside of the packaging for the labels that I'm using. It was clearly marked on there. But it also said that it worked with Avery numbers 8195 and 5195. So whatever label you're going to use, you want to check and make sure that you get the proper Avery number off of it. Select that in here, and you can see that this label is 0.67 or 0.66 inches high and 1.75 inches wide. It happens that there's 60 of these labels for every sheet. So all I have to do now is say OK, and I'm back over to the Envelopes and Labels dialog box. All I have to do at this point is click right up here and say Use Return Address, and notice that my return address is put within the label. That first line is broken to 2 lines because this is a larger font that is being used for this label. I want to have a full page of the same label, and then all I have to do is click on New Document. And now I have that entire document full of labels. Notice that it's a table because that's the way that Word handles formatting labels so that they print correctly on the sheet. I also said that the font was a little bit large here, so all I have to do is select the entire document, go over to the Home tab of the ribbon, and I'm going to select what font I want to use. We'll go ahead and use Aptos here. And then I'm going to select a smaller size for this. You can see that as I hover over this, that it shows what it's going to look like within the label. So hovering over a 9-point font looks pretty good. But if I go to a 10-point font, then it's a little bit too large. So I pick 9-point, and there I have my labels. If I needed to, I could also make changes within these labels, such as, removing a comma or making something bold or a little bit larger. But understand that any of those changes only affect this sheet of labels. It doesn't affect anything in that return address that we set in Word earlier. Once I'm ready to print, I just have to print and I will have my labels. I hope that you found this quick tip helpful. If you did, you might consider signing up for my Word Tips newsletter. Every weekly issue is free, and it includes great tips that you can put to work right away. Information is in the notes just below this video. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today.